Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I generally come up with an episode wherein, of course, in recent times we have got a lot of transfer news because Arsenal are going to move literally for every single striker in the upcoming summer transfer window because we are going to take care of that for you guys. So if you see that kind of news every day and you are definitely wanting to follow Arsenal in the upcoming summer transfer window, do follow me by subscribing to this channel because we come up with these kind of stuffs every day. And we try our best to cover the whole of transfer window with joy and everything that we've got. So what do we have in this episode for you guys? Of course, you see the names around Nunez, who's Darwin Nunez, Richarlison, we've got Ousmane Dembele, and one more, Dembele Calvert-Lewin as well. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about more stuff as we go through. So let's talk about it because we have to talk about it. So the first news is, of course, Ryan Taylor from Sport. Ryan Taylor says that he is actually a sports journalist for the Express Sport. He says that Arsenal have held talks with the agent of Uruguayan striker Darwin Nunez. Well, Fabrizio Romano says Arsenal were in contact with Darwin Nunez in January, but nothing was decided. Darwin Nunez has hired a new agent. Apparently, that's an update from Fabrizio Romano. But before getting into those kind of stuff, let us actually talk about what is the real report from Ryan Taylor. Ryan Taylor says that Mikel Arteta and Edu plan to spend big on a new marquee number 9 this summer. Arteta wants a dynamic centre forward capable of playing with his back to goal, but also capable of getting in behind defences at the tip of his 4-3-3 system. Alex Ishak, Jonathan David and Dembele Calvert-Lewin were names of interest. Arsenal are now also monitoring other targets including Darwin Nunez, Victor Osimhen and Armando Broja. Background talks with the agent of Nunez have already taken place, according to Ryan Taylor. So ladies and gentlemen, the background movement is already begun. What is Arsenal going to do with it? Only time will tell. So from these names, who would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Is Darwin Nunez your choice? We'll talk about it. But Patrick Vieira, well, congratulations for Arsenal Invincible to be inducted into Premier League Hall of Fame. Yes, he's not the only one. Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, and of course, the one, the only, Dennis Bergkamp. Yes, all the three have made into the Premier League Hall of Fame. So Hall of Famers they'll be called as. So congratulations to all three of them. And Arsenal have congratulated them on their official social media handles. And boom, there it is. Moving on, Gabriel Martinelli believes that Mikel Arteta is one for the generation. He says, I feel Arteta will be one of those lifelong coaches with lots of titles to their name and their place in football history. Our team has a lot of young people, 23, 20 years old. We have a future ahead of us. If we keep this team, we can fight for titles. This season we will fight for 4th place to go to the Champions League, then fight for the Champions League. Mikel Arteta is really building a team of monsters in terms of mentality because, hey, that's one really good mentality out right there. Moving on, according to a source, before getting into it, Richarlison is looking to leave Everton at the end of the current season. Long-term admirers Arsenal will look to sign a new striker in the summer and have added Richarlison to their list of targets. Should Arsenal go for Richarlison? Let me know in the comments. Would you take Richarlison at Arsenal? Because that would be a very interesting choice because he can definitely play his back to the goalkeeper. He can make those runs. He's always offside though, but yes, he can make those runs. Timed runs, got good amount of pace, great in the air. Richarlison to Arsenal. Everton might look like they might be, being put down, but let me know what you guys think about it because I'm really interested to know. This is according to 90minutes.com. Should Arsenal go for Richarlison? Let's talk about well, according to Turkish outlet Aksam via the Express Sport, Tottenham and Arsenal are among the clubs in contention to sign Galatasaray winger Karem Akturkoglu this summer. Karem Akturkoglu, that's his name, yes. So yes, potent winger sparks Arsenal and Tottenham transfer duel with 15 million euros bid already tabled. And that bid was rejected as per a report. So Lyon, Atletico Madrid and Wolfsburg have all registered interest in Akturkoglu. In fact, Bundesliga side Wolfsburg reportedly already made a 15 million euros bid, presumably in January, but were spurned by Galatasaray. It said that Turkish powerhouse are instead seeking a figure upwards of 20 million euros. That might stretch the likes of Wolfsburg or Lyon. It is well within the means of Arsenal and Tottenham, who are also in the hunt for the youngster. So yes, Arsenal and Tottenham, the London clubs, have closely followed him. Will they sign him? That's a bigger question. Following is not big enough. Signing and spending money, that's where you strike gold. Will Karem strike gold? Only time will tell. But William Saliba has actually, before talking to Arsenal, has spoken about his future. He says, "I've never hidden that I feel good here. I think discussions will take place afterwards at the end of May to early June between Arsenal and Marseille. We'll decide at that point. Staying on here would definitely not be a bad idea, but it doesn't depend on me." So that is that. My reaction to whole William Saliba, I'm pretty much sure Arsenal have sent him with a reason, and I'm pretty much sure William Saliba has a future at Arsenal. I'll wait. And Arsene Wenger on Freddie Ljungberg said, "I bought him from Halmstad after seeing him on television playing for Sweden against England one weekend. I watched the match twice and immediately decided to buy him on the Monday after the match. It was one of my great moments of madness." It is. It sounds a madness personified, but yes. And we have Freddie Ljungberg. Let's talk about Ousmane Dembele, ladies and gentlemen. So, according to Alfredo Duro, he says that Ousmane Dembele's agent has had a meeting with Arsenal. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ousmane Dembele's agent has had a meeting with Arsenal. Will he select Arsenal, or will Arsenal select him to be on the wings and then think about what will they do with Nicolas Pepe? We'll see about that. Also, Arsenal face paying 70 million pounds to sign Calvert-Lewin from Everton. Arsenal have been dealt a blow in the pursuit of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, with Daily Express reporting that Everton value the striker for at least 70 million pounds, which is a little of a stretch. But moving on, Noa Lang, ladies and gentlemen, finally a club has made an offer for Noa Lang. There will be a transfer. Well, that's what we hear about Noa Lang. So it was claimed recently that AC Milan had moved ahead of Arsenal in the hunt for Ajax youth product, and had last the news via Sport Witness insists that the Italian side AC Milan have made a 20 million euros, which is 16.6 million pounds bid plus bonuses for Lang. However, it is understood that Bruges are demanding more than 30 million euros, which is 25 million pounds, to allow Lang leave the club in the summer transfer window. Meanwhile, former Belgian international Gert Verheyen has pondered whether Arsenal or Tottenham could make an attempt to sign. He says Lang is 22 and sees Club Bruges as a stepping stone. It is difficult to predict whether he will reach the very highest level which he aspires to. He will not dream of clubs like Brighton, but the question is whether clubs like Arsenal or Tottenham will come this summer. The momentum is important, and that is now somewhat gone. The Champions League group stages in which he proved himself have been behind us for a while. But okay, he has time on his side. Who knows? He might even make it to a top league. So he is destined for something big. But the bigger question is, AC Milan's bid of 16.6 million pounds has not been considered. So anything upwards of 25 million pounds is what Club Bruges are waiting for. If any of the clubs want him, that's the price tag they need to meet. And Arsenal and Tottenham, well, the stepping stone. Will Noa Lang pick any one of the clubs, or will the clubs come for him? That's the bigger question. So we spoke about Noa Lang, we spoke about Dominic Calvert-Lewin's real price, the valuation that Everton has put on him. We spoke about Darwin Nunez, Richarlison and Ousmane Dembele. I spoke about 5 players. Which of the players you think realistically can Arsenal or should Arsenal sign? Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about which player that would be fantastic for Arsenal to get in. And personally speaking, which of these players would you want to see at Arsenal at which positions? Let me know what you guys think about it. I'm definitely here to answer your questions. And of course, in the comments, do let me know. Charles de Ketelaere is another player that I would want Arsenal to look at from Club Brugge as well. Let me know what you guys think about him as well. So I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe.